Coach Brian Blessing coming to you from Las Vegas, ready to rock and roll, get football back on the beam. It was weird, no football on Tuesday or Wednesday. College football menu starting to thin down just a little bit, but the NFL gets back in action with Green Bay and Detroit. Don't forget oddsworthbetting.com. They've got the featured pick of the day for you right below this video. And we're looking at the Packers, a 3-point favorite on the road. The total on the game is 46.5. And the bottom line is this Packers team has been out of sorts. Detroit recently beat them. Ty Montgomery, I thought the wide receiver was going to really help Aaron Rodgers out. But this kid's ankle injury, they just can't get him back on the lineup. And James Jones has been invisible for quite a while now. But it's still Aaron Rodgers. And you have to think that the Packers at some point are going to right the ship. But what a hodgepodge it is. And how about Detroit playing great football right now? I actually haven't quit on Caldwell. Stafford starting to hook up with Calvin Johnson, who's been nicked up with injuries, and they're starting to get Amir Abdullah really back and involved in the offense. And that has made a difference for this Detroit team. So an interesting Thursday night game gets our fun started. We've got college basketball on Thursday night. It's not a huge menu of games, but there are a few good ones. How about Kentucky and UCLA, two of the storied programs in college basketball history? Kentucky, a 5.5-point favorite in this particular spot. Another game, don't sleep on two good mid-majors, Belmont and Valpo. Valparaiso's a 10-point favorite right here, but Belmont could play a little bit. That could be a pretty entertaining basketball game. Then you get some regional deals with Southern Cal going to Cal Santa Barbara, and that is no cupcake spot. We've got the Trojans about a 2-point favorite there. In the NBA on Thursday night, we do get the TNT doubleheader with Oklahoma City and Miami. The first game on the docket. The late one is San Antonio at Memphis, and those teams usually get after pretty good. Should be an entertaining game there. Denver's at Toronto. Don't forget now, Toronto, this could be a look-ahead spot because they've got Golden State in the on-deck circle, and everybody's penciling in a date with Golden State. They want to be the team that's knocked them off that unbeaten peg. Other games are Orlando's at Utah. Utah could be a letdown spot. They played so hard the other night against Golden State. Indiana is at Portland, and the get-out game, the other get-out game is Boston out against Sacramento. Sacramento team, tough to figure out. They did get a nice win the other night. When Cousins is in the lineup, it's a pretty good basketball team. When he's out, they are atrocious, but they're a poor free throw shooting team. Thursday night on ice in the National Hockey League, pretty healthy menu of games. Colorado's playing okay on this Eastern road swing. They've got a date with the Rangers at Madison Square Garden. Jersey's at Carolina. Washington and Montreal could be an interesting game here. Ovechkin has an opportunity every night to do something special, and Carey Price has been injured for the Canadians, but it's still a solid team, very good in their own end. Chicago, listen, it's one of the greatest, mark it down, it's one of the best angles in all of sports, and that's a team home from a long road trip for the first game. It's just tough to play, and Minnesota was a nice plus price the other night and beat Chicago. Now Chicago goes right back on the road to take on Ottawa, and the Senators can score goals in bunches. Arizona's been an overachieving team. Detroit got away with one the other night. They beat Buffalo in a shootout. Florida's at Nashville. Toronto is at Minnesota. The Leafs aren't good, but they are playing pretty well, doing their level best with what they got to work with Mike Babcock. And then the get-out game sends the highly charged offense of Dallas out west to take on Vancouver. So there's a lot of action on the wagering board on a Thursday night. Oddswithbetting.com has the feature pick of the day for you right below this video. Let's get football rolling. Let's get those winning tickets walking up to the window with confidence. Give them a check at oddsworthbetting.com.